Yeah.
And so I was trying to play Battlefield 5, and I was like, I don't really like this game.
Why?
I couldn't build.
So, like, how different is that from other Battlefield games? I know you play Battlefield 1.
The thing is, I'm actually downloading Battlefield 1 right now.
Oh, really?
It's it had like a 33 gigabyte update file, so it's gonna be going for like 3-4 hours. So, I don't know. I think Battlefield 5 feels more jumpy than Battlefield 1. I think you have to have a lot more skill to play Battlefield 5 than you have to do with Battlefield 1. Battlefield 1's absolutely amazing. So many great
which
times.
era is Battlefield 5? Or which
World War
war?
II.
World War II.
And Battlefield 1 is World War 1.
Yeah. Their naming system is messed up.
Yeah, it goes from 1 to 5.
Well, yeah, it had like Battlefield 19 something,
and then
it went to 3,
yeah,
4, 1, 5.
They can't decide what they want to do.
Yeah, it's like Xbox.
Yeah.
360.
Well, the thing that made me more mad was that, like, Call of Duty came out with World War II right after Battlefield had success with Battlefield 1.
Yeah.
And I didn't like World War II at all. So, yeah.
I mean, no one did.
No one really did.
No one likes World War II.
But everyone loves Modern Warfare. So,
yeah.
I don't know. So, welcome to our podcast. This is the Mile 229 podcast. I'm here with... Do we want to release our names?
Yes, this is important to release our names.
My name's Preston.
I'm Joshua.
So yeah, we're just kind of here to
talk about topics we want to talk about.
Yeah. I'm expecting all of you want new music, but we just want to talk.
Yeah.
So
new music will come relatively soon.
So, all right, let's get into this. So, Nebraska football.
Starting with that, all right.
Yep. Disappointing season.
Hey, better than last year though, and the year before.
By one win.
One win. Anything counts.
It was still pretty bad.
It was. We were pretty close in a couple games.
Keyword pretty close.
Pretty close. We never finished, but
pretty close.
Yeah.
So let's talk about new recruits. We actually had a pretty good recruiting class. I think we finished 17th in the nation.
Pretty close.
Well, this site says 20th.
20th. Which actually is worse than last year, I guess.
Apparently.
But it's still pretty good. We're in the top 25. So.
We usually are every year. That's usually how it is, and then we just suck.
So I think Mike Riley, he kind of dropped off recruiting, didn't he?
A little bit.
A little bit.
But yeah, overall we got a lot of 4 stars. I'm really excited to see what this recruiting class does, just because we got a lot of wide receivers from this class.
It's a pretty good representation for Nebraska. It's like Xavier Betts.
And Xavier Betts is what, number 1 player in the state?
Yeah.
107th nationally. It'll be interesting to see. But Travis Fisher, our defensive backs coach, did a really good job of getting Florida players to come up here.
Yeah, we sold quite a few of them.
We did. I think some of them actually wanted to go to like Alabama and stuff like that. So, but quarterback situation.
You have
Logan Smothers.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going to happen with that. Personally, I think... Well, Scott Frost played Adrian all year, and Adrian was hurt. Literally the day after the Iowa game, he had surgery.
I don't know why he played him.
I really don't.
Because when McCaffrey was just...
Rolling,
yeah. I was at the Indiana game, and as soon as McCaffrey came in, he scored a touchdown. Why didn't...
That's what happened at the Iowa game, too.
Yeah.
Came in for one play, then he scored a touchdown.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think Scott Frost probably needs to grow up a little bit.
He's a little too stubborn there.
A little too stubborn. What do you think of just the college football season in general? LSU
I thought LSU
as monsters.
I think LSU just deserved.
They really did.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow was insane. Most passing touchdowns by any quarterback.
60.
Did he hit 60?
I think so. was at 55 before the championship, and he got 5.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's a lot. But I think college football playoffs still need to be moved to 8 teams.
8 teams?
8 teams. 5 conference 5 winners, like Power 5 conferences, go, and then 3 at large. So someone like Memphis could have gone, but they just stick with the 4.
That doesn't exclude the 5th conference in Power 5. Well, yeah,
like
the system you have now.
the system. Oh well, yeah. So, but things have happened like with the 4 that like 2 SEC teams went.
Yeah.
Which I think that should happen if there was 8 teams. Because if we moved to 8 teams, then the 5 Power 5 conferences would get in automatically because they're championship winners.
So you think the championship winner should?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then 3 other teams that are deserving should get in. So I think that'd be good. But
Yeah, a lot better than how it is now.
with only 4 teams.
Yeah.
I think they should just make new, like keep some of the bowl games we have now, but just make playoff games. Like make new playoff games. Like
So it shouldn't be like the Cotton Bowl is now, or
like just like leave the Cotton Bowl how it is, but don't have it be a playoff game.
yeah.
Because like what was it, the Fiesta Bowl and the Peach Bowl?
It's Peach Bowl.
The Peach Bowl and the Fiesta Bowl were playoff games, but I think those should just stay strictly playoff games, and they make new games for playoff games.
Mhm.
So, let's do some 2020 predictions on how we're gonna do next year.
To start with our overall
Let's start.
win-loss.
Let's look at the schedule. I'll pull up the schedule real fast, but yeah, I know there's one stretch where we play, I think, 5 top 25 teams in a row, and I think
Really?
only 2 of them are at home.
I haven't really looked at it too closely yet.
So we open up with Purdue at home, which is interesting because they've just
strange.
implemented that, like it started a couple years ago, that you can start with a conference play.
player.
I don't know how I feel about that.
And Central Michigan isn't bad for second game.
Mm-hmm. South Dakota State, that would be pretty cool because we'll get to see Bailey play
Yeah.
Nebraska. Cincinnati finished well.
Do you think we're going to lose against South Dakota State?
I think it's going to be a close game.
I think it'll be pretty close. I mean, they played Minnesota.
Really close.
Yeah, really close.
And Minnesota finished 11-3,
Mm-hmm.
I think, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Cincinnati, that'll be a good game. I don't like at Northwestern.
Those games are always close.
Well, I don't think
Yeah.
every single time they've been close since we joined the Big Ten. Illinois, we usually roll Illinois. There's been a couple times when we lost to them, but at Rutgers,
We should.
Rutgers is a joke.
Yeah, we should.
They're
totally
absolutely
beat them.
terrible. At Ohio State.
That's-
Ohio State came out this year and surprised a lot of people. After Urban Meyer getting fired, everyone was like, okay, Ohio State's going downhill because Urban Meyer got fired. Nope, what do you know? Ryan Day, the man who wears blush, came out and surprised the nation by going to the playoffs. They almost beat Clemson.
Yeah.
A couple bad calls came their way, and they lost.
Is Justin Fields staying?
Yeah, he's a sophomore. He's still a
Oh.
sophomore. I know Chris Young is going to the draft. I'm not sure if J.K. Dobbins is going or not. But, like, holy cow, Ohio State was so good this year. College Game Day was a blast. And having College Game Day in Lincoln to watch, I mean, I know we got embarrassed. We got rolled 48-7. But,
Herb Street was against us the entire time, right?
well, he went to Ohio State.
I guess that makes sense, but
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't deserve to be cheered on for that game. Home against Penn State. I am pumped for that game because I've got some friends coming in for that game. I think KJ Hamler is going to the draft. Penn State hasn't been themselves since Saquon Barkley left and Trace McSorley left. Okay, this is also something that bugs me. Iowa is not the final game of the season.
I hate that.
Because what was the dude's name?
Eichhorst.
Eichhorst was like, oh no, we're gonna like switch up the games here. So now Minnesota's gonna be the last game of the season. That's crap.
We better beat Iowa at least.
It's at Iowa.
Yeah.
That's never a good thing.
No.
Then we go at Wisconsin.
Always be tough. We usually play them
Pretty close usually every single time, which is why Wisconsin is my most hated team in all of college football.
Yeah.
They give me too much heartache. And then last game, home against Minnesota. I absolutely love PJ Fleck. I think he's done some good things. Row the boat, but go Big Red. So I don't think anyone would ever want to hear that in same sentence, but yeah.
You know?
So, we'll move on to our next topic, unless you want to add anything else to it.
We can go on to the... Well, do you want to have our final...
predictions.
Projection.
I just have a hard time seeing us getting past those last 5 games with a win.
I say we...
At Ohio State, home against Penn State, at Iowa, at Wisconsin, home against Minnesota.
I bet we could beat Iowa and Minnesota.
Oh, man, those are just so tough. No way we beat Ohio State.
Yeah, no. Unless they completely suck this year, which probably won't happen.
I think the first I think the first 6 games are winnable, which I'm hoping we win those first 6.
Yeah.
Because if we don't, then we're terrible. So yeah, I'm gonna say for next year, 4-8.
Really, 4-8?
Yep.
You think we're gonna improve it at all?
Nope. I really don't. We lost our whole defensive line.
We still have one of the Daniels. Right?
Oh, Damian?
Yeah.
Damian Daniels? I thought he was linebacker.
Well, is he
a linebacker?
I thought it was lineman.
I'm not sure. Well, the only person that actually played that we kept besides that Daniels guy is Garrett Nelson, and he was a true freshman.
Yeah.
So, and we didn't really get too many good defensive linemen recruits this year. So
Mostly offensive linemen.
Mostly offensive linemen. So I think our offense is going to improve, but I don't think our defense will.
Yeah.
I think our defense is actually going to be a lot worse than it was last year. So I see us going 4-8 at best, 6-6.
I think we're gonna go 6-6.
I sure hope we do.
Yeah. Better get to a bowl game.
It's been 3 years.
Yeah.
Depressing.
Very.
But yeah. So alright. We can move on. Music. Josh, music. Music.
Alright. You wanna start with Twin Pilots?
I do.
Alright.
Let's hear your thoughts on 21 Pilots.
Well, I've kind of backed off them a little bit in the past year since Trench came out, but they're still my favorite band.
Yeah.
And their music, really not. I mean, it's mainstream, but it's not mainstream.
I agree.
Like, it hits a lot of different areas.
Yeah.
The soul is. What do you think about that?
Well, of course they have like Stressed Out and Ride and Heathens that are all mainstream.
Yeah.
Everyone knows those songs. But if you really do think about it, nothing from Trench really went mainstream. Which I liked.
Really, the hype was probably the most that went out.
Or was it Chlorine?
I think Lorena at first did,
Yeah.
and then it backed off. I think once the hype music video came out,
Mm-hmm.
it kind of it exploded a little more.
Yeah, I just like how Trench really didn't go mainstream.
Probably the fact that they took a year break.
Yeah. And, well, Blurry Face was huge.
Yeah.
I don't think Trench was as big.
It didn't get near the amount of
Recognition.
views and
No.
recognition.
But I think Trench is way better.
You know, they're still getting like platinum, gold.
Are they? For Trench?
I think so.
Good. Tyler's having his baby soon.
Yeah. And Jenna.
Which I thought they were going to have... I thought they were actually going to come out with new music before Jenna had...
I mean, yeah, at least maybe one or two songs.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Because actually I think they have one more album and they're probably done.
Like forever, or just for how long?
Probably for a couple of years at least.
Yeah.
Because I think they'll want to spend time with their families because Josh is getting married and everything. So I think it's going to be one of those things that Tyler just makes music later on in his life and they just aren't a band anymore. Which is
It could be like how what they did for the hiatus was.
Yeah.
Tyler would create all the music.
Yeah.
And just call on Josh for maybe a weekend.
Yeah.
To get all the drums for it.
Yeah. But yeah, I love 21 Pilots. I love what they do with their music. Just
I like all the stories behind them too, and the whole Dima
mm-hmm.
thing, and
It's just good stuff.
yeah.
John Bellion.
Great guy.
We got to go see him in concert in July,
At Pinewood Bowl.
and it was a great concert. Everything about it was great. We were about front row.
Yeah. We were front row until
we kind of let other people go ahead of us
Yeah.
just 'cause we were being nice.
wasn't there that one couple that was said? Who's that second band singer?
Oh, what was his name?
I can't.
He was like the, I've got him on my. I listened to him. Oh man. Okay, it was Lawrence, and Lawrence's was amazing.
Yeah, Lawrence is great.
I think he starts with like an M. Maybe. What was his name? Oh, Marquis Bassey.
Yeah, and
He was okay.
granted, we were right by the subwoofers, and so all we heard was just bass.
Yeah.
But this couple said that they want to get front row for this one guy,
Yeah.
Marquis
Bassey. I think it's Bassey.
Yeah,
Maybe Bassey. I don't know.
Bassey. And so Bassey finishes, and they're still right there, and they're taking up most of the
room. Yeah.
room. And we met some good friends there too.
We did.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just waiting in line for what, 5 hours?
5 or 6 hours. Yeah.
5 or 6 hours. Beautiful day too. Actually, it wasn't too hot.
We had some shade from
Had some
tree.
shade. But yeah, great concert. So, we were actually kind of discussing John Bellion yesterday, and how The Definition is our favorite album
Yeah.
from him. Just the stories behind that album and the writing, it's just phenomenal. The beats are phenomenal.
And I really like how he delves into those songs in YouTube videos about
Yeah,
the making of.
the making of Money Right
Yeah.
and the making of
I think it's simple and
Human, Simple and Sweet.
Sweet. Yeah.
It's just super talented guy. Probably one of my favorite artists.
You know, I have a vinyl of him right here.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
But yeah, great artist. Half Alive. The new and upcoming band. Absolutely phenomenal. If you guys haven't heard of them, go check them out. Now Not Yet is their newest album.
So
absolutely amazing.
Did I tell you about them? Listen.
Yes, you did. I was on the way up to Jacksepticeye.
Oh yeah, Jacksepticeye. I met him.
You met him. You met him. I was gonna rub that in my face.
But I found out about Half Alive because I was on a 21 Pilots YouTube video, and everyone was saying how Half Alive is like copying 21 Pilots.
But they're really not.
They're really different. Like maybe what's his name? Is Josh Taylor the?
I think so.
Yeah, he sounds like a little bit like Tyler Joseph, but their music is fairly different.
They have different beats. Just the way that they make their music is different.
I say they take more chances.
I think so too. Like, their songs are just so weird.
I know, but
they're just so good.
Especially in Creature, a beat change.
Beat change.
And we were talking about it last night. How the drums are on the beat, almost a little bit ahead, and Josh Taylor is like dragging his voice, and so it kind of meshes against each other until they get back on beat 30 seconds later in the song.
Yeah, go check out that song Creature by
Half Alive on
Now Not Yet. Last song on the album. Listen to the whole album. I don't care what you're doing. Quit playing Fortnite. Go listen to
all the way through.
All the way through. Don't stop to take a pee break. Listen all the way through.
Do you have any new bands you're listening to?
Any new bands? Let's actually look. New bands as in small bands?
Or just bands you've heard
bands
before.
that I've come to love in the past year.
Nice other one.
How about you go first, since you're the one who brought it up?
I do have a new band that I like called Stoplight Observations.
That is interesting.
Little strange name, but their music is like modern rock.
Okay.
It's strange. They go back and forth between like light rock, modern rock, and a little bit heavier, almost light metal, aluminum, if you could call it that.
Okay. I've never heard of them before.
I think I showed you a couple songs. They're a little strange, and then like all our songs are about a different story. Like one I think is about a guy joining the army and then his experience, like a Vietnam.
Maybe you did
War.
Show me them.
Yeah.
I think I remember you telling me about them.
So go listen to them, and I think their album is called Too Goo Doo. It's really weird, but.
Yeah, did you guys hear that? Stoplight Observations. Go check them out.
All right, Chris. What about you?
Sleeping at Last.
Yeah, they had the 1, 2, 3.
Okay, yeah. So Ryan O'Neal is the guy, and he goes by Sleeping at Last. The most talented man in the world, as far as I'm concerned. I have over. Let me look real fast. Josh, keep talking about Stoplight Observations.
All right. Well, a couple of songs up and see if I can. So I also have a different album called Radiation. That's a couple of years old, but still pretty good. And the impressive thing is that they recorded the other album that I talked about live. Yeah, I think in all one take. So it's all pretty raw, just good music to listen to. So
back to Sleeping at Last. I have about 50 gigabytes of music on my phone. Okay? That's a lot of music. It's a lot of music.
Yeah, it is.
Sleeping at Last accounts for two whole gigs of that. Okay? Doesn't sound like a lot, but it really is. It is a lot of music.
Well, how much is one song, would you say?
Of
space.
of space.
Yeah.
Probably about 9.
Megabytes?
Probably about 9 megabytes.
How many songs is that?
So, like, well, some of the songs too are like 3 megabytes.
Yeah.
I think it just depends on how much noise is in it, probably. But okay, so this guy has been, I think, a band since like 99 maybe.
How old is this guy?
30 something.
Oh.
And he's literally made songs about everything. He makes songs about emotions. He made songs about the Enneagram. Go take the Enneagram test. It basically just tells you who you are and stuff. He makes songs about space. He makes instrumental music. He makes music with his voice. He actually does podcasts too, when he explains how he makes his songs and the stories behind his songs, and he's just incredible person, absolutely talented. But yeah, go check him out. Listen to Atlas Year 1. That's one of his albums. Atlas Year 2. Absolutely amazing albums. Beautiful music. So, what about you? Any other bands?
There's a couple small ones. Like, there's one called Chocolate in Your Pocket.
Chocolate in Your Pocket.
Really, I don't know. I have weird names, but it's some indie band that I think they're from Illinois. They only have a couple songs, but I do like them.
Nice. I want to shout out the Zoes. The Zoes.
Oh,
Is that
yeah.
how you say it?
They're on the back of my laptop. Zoes.
Yeah, so we went to go see Judah and the Lion in August. Judah and the Lion's an amazing band. Folk hop and roll. That's basically their what they go by.
And also, what was that? The band before them?
Oh, like that.
Flora Cash.
Yeah, Flora Cash. They were good.
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah, just shout out to the Zoes. The Zoes.
I think it's Zoe's.
Okay, shout out to the Zoes. They've got like what, 3 songs out? 2, 3
Something
songs
like
out?
that, yeah.
They're really, really good. They're like just rock. They're
Yeah.
just like nice rock. So yeah, go check them out. They're a small band out of Lincoln.
And we found out about them because
They were handing out stickers.
we were in line, and they were just handing out a bunch of stickers, and I put one on my laptop. And
So I actually have another band that I listen to. Dermot Kennedy. He is a singer-songwriter from Dublin. His music, absolutely incredible. My dad actually showed him to me. He has an album called Without Fear. Love every single song on that album.
have you shown me him?
The song I sang at Spaghetti Feed was his song. Was one of his songs.
That was
but
good.
I will show you his music after we do this. But like, holy cow, guys, his voice is insane. It's like, it's forceful and raspy, but it's not at the same time.
It's kind of grace a little bit.
Yeah, and
Soft.
like his range
Yeah.
and everything is just insane. But yeah, just a couple other small bands here and there. That
What about Louis
Capaldi.
Capaldi?
Louis Capaldi is...
I know you showed me him before he got big.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did. It was the day of the John Bellion concert.
Yeah, I think
You came and sat
yeah.
on my truck with me as we were waiting for Matthew, and I showed Josh a couple of his songs, and now he's ginormous in the world of music.
Yeah.
He's released one album, and I think it went platinum, actually. The dude's like 22 years old.
I think there's a lot of people like that, like Billie Eilish. Like
She's younger than me.
Yeah, I know.
She's as old as you.
Yeah, I think she's like maybe 2 months older than me.
Which is insane.
Yeah.
I still haven't listened to her, but I know about her. Also, there's one band. There's a song by this one band I really like they're called the Ghost Club, but they have a song called This Bird Has Flown. It's kind of like Panic at the Disco, but it's not at the same time. Really, really good song. I don't know. Music is just so much to music.
Yeah, I mean, it means a lot.
It really does.
Yeah.
There was also one more band I wanted to bring up. Post Malone.
Oh yeah, I forgot about him.
Post Malone is not a rapper.
What is he?
He is a hip-hop artist.
Explain hip hop.
There is a difference between hip-hop and rap.
Yeah.
Rap, to me, is what Logic does. What Logic and NF do. Hip-hop is what Post Malone does. Post Malone is like, he's got some guitar in his music. He's got some beats.
I feel like for hip hop you need stronger beats, so.
He raps a little bit, but I don't know.
Yeah.
His music is just perfect. It really is. There's no other way to describe it. It's just perfect.
It's kind of fun.
It is fun.
Yeah.
Like, Beer Bongs and Bentleys is so good. Hollywood's Bleeding, so good. Stoney, really, really good. Every single one of his songs is a hit. No matter who you show it to, they're going to like it. Probably.
Remember the day I told you that I like Post Malone?
Yeah.
You were like blown away by it.
So, Joshua's a nerd.
Yeah.
It's true. He is a nerd. The coolest nerd I've ever met.
Thanks.
I'm also a nerd. A little bit. Not really. I'm a nerd in the sense of... I don't know. Would you describe me as a nerd?
You're like a jock that doesn't want to be a jock. But
I don't play sports.
You used to. You want to. That's the thing.
I want to play sports.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
So... I don't know. We'll move on from that.
It's a different conversation.
That is a very different conversation. But yeah, Post Malone, amazing artist. I'd like to go see him in concert,
Yeah.
but his tickets are super expensive, but for good reason because he's a talented guy. But yeah, shall we talk about us as a band?
Yeah.
Josh, why don't you give our supporters an overview of what's going on right now?
Like what's going on right now, or how we formed?
The whole thing.
Whole thing.
I will add snippets here and there.
First off, I'm going to ask a question because I cannot
Okay.
truly remember. When did we start have an idea for a band? Before Frosted Audio.
Before Frosted Audio.
Yeah. Do you remember? Is it freshman year?
I think so.
Yeah, so we formed this band about freshman year called Frosted Audio that had me, Preston, I think Hayden, and Matthew.
Yep.
And we didn't really do much. We had a website. I think we may have recorded maybe half a song.
Yeah.
But that's where the idea for My Name's Not Tom came, was in my basement. We were just messing around. And I think Preston said something about, hey, my name's not Tom.
I don't know. I honestly have no clue how it came up. I think we were all just being idiots.
Yeah.
And we were just trying to write a song. And so I just blurted out, hey, my name's not Tom. Okay. The success of My Name's Not Tom.
It's quite
through the roof.
Mind-blowing. I did not
Okay, I
expect
know
it.
there's only like 200 some views on it.
That's a lot for us.
It really is. And like, everyone at school knows about My Name's Not Tom.
Yeah.
Really. Like, even one of the popular kids, I guess, last year was like, man, My Name's Not Tom is funny as, not gonna say the word, but like,
as short.
I was like, yeah, as short. It was funny as short. But I was like, yeah, thank you. And then I kind of actually wasn't sure whether to take it as a compliment or not. But now that, even yesterday, I heard people talking about My Name's Not Tom.
Yeah, I mean,
And
it's
it's
still
over a year old.
Yeah, it's a year and a half.
Yeah, a year and a half old. And
Well, let's talk about that day when we made the song and made our band.
so, well, the band was made before that.
Yeah, we made In My Mind before.
So, okay, I'll give you the story of In My Mind. So Josh and I were hanging out.
We're probably playing NCAA football 14. That's what we usually do.
Great game. I actually want to play that after this.
Okay.
So we were in his room, and he was showing me some song ideas, and I was like, "Oh yeah, these are kind of good." And he was like, "I want you to write a song." He left the room.
It was probably a good 45 minutes to an hour.
I think he actually gave me like 20 minutes.
No, really?
I think so. I think I got it down to like 20 minutes.
Okay, I think I said, like, okay, come back down in like an hour, and then
Yeah.
I went down and played a game or something like that.
Yeah. So he left me in his room, and he has a picture of these stars in his room. Still in here?
That's my closet now.
Okay.
That's some bad memories.
Yeah, bad memories. Don't worry about it. So I looked at that, and somehow I got the idea for In My Mind. Don't ask me how. It was so weird how I got the idea for it. And then I ran out of the room, and I didn't even finish the song yet.
Yeah, I think you
But
maybe
I ran out, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Yo, Josh, I got a good idea. Come in here." And so then it just kind of like took off.
Yeah, I mean, the first verse, we looked up in the sky, we saw a constellation. I'm sure that came from the picture.
And then it just kind of took off. But yeah.
And that same day, I think we recorded all of it.
Yeah, we did.
And I think I edited it maybe the next day, and it got up the day after Preston.
It's got over 200 views, right?
I think it's 190.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah. So it's done just as well, which is kind of surprising.
Yeah.
What's the story of our name?
Yeah, we were driving, and we have a mile marker in our town. And
it's called Mile
229.
I was like, well, that's great, because it's hometown, where we came from, always have roots.
Mile 229.
Yeah.
But, so yeah, I think that, we had a good start, and My Name's Not Tom was a lot of fun to make. The music video was, I think that's probably the hardest I've ever laughed in my life.
Yeah.
When we were editing it.
Because there's some takes that, in the video, you don't see that we had here.
Yeah.
Some outtakes.
Yeah.
They were just great.
I think probably my favorite things that someone at our school told me was like, so it was a couple of girls, and they came up to me, and they were like, "Yeah, we were watching the My Name's Not Tom music video." I'm like, "Oh my god, who's that guy on that bed? He is thick." And then they saw me get up, and they're like, "Oh, it's Preston. Are you kidding me?" So yeah.
Well, do you explain how he made it? And like, what?
Yeah, okay. So, we were just kind of sitting in Joshua's basement, and we brought up the idea of My Name's Not Tom again.
And I think I grabbed my ukulele.
You grabbed your ukulele,
and
I grabbed some drumsticks. By the way,
no drums.
I'm terrible on drums. I'm absolutely terrible. I don't know how I'm in percussion in band. I'm absolutely terrible.
You're not that bad.
I'm pretty bad.
Okay.
Don't sugarcoat it. But like, he just started playing random chords. We had the mic set up, and I just started hitting the floor.
Yeah.
With my drumsticks. And to me, okay, I don't like the sound of my voice when I sing. And I think honestly that's why we haven't come out with new music in a long time.
Because we have lyrics, we have
words. A lot of ideas.
But it's hard to get vocals.
Vocals is a hard thing to do.
Yeah.
Because I think it's just a blockage for me that I just don't like my voice.
I don't blame you for that. I think
every
hard.
Single artist has that thing, that they don't like their voice. But we're going to try and put out new music soon, and I'm just going to not care about how my voice sounds and put it out there. Because a lot of people tell me I have a really, really good voice, so I'm going to start believing it.
When you sang at Spaghetti Feed, I loved your voice. It was great.
Thank you. I don't believe you, but thank you.
Oh no, I'm not sugarcoating it.
You're not sugarcoating. Thanks for that. But yeah, we may put out some covers. Actually, I kind of want to put up a cover of that song.
That one?
Yeah, the one that I did at Spaghetti Feet.
You need to show me that one. Just
yeah, I do.
Yeah.
But yeah, story of My Name's Not Tom. That's really all that happened. I was banging on the floor.
I think
with
this
the
is all.
drumstick.
This is all on
ukulele. It was improv. The whole song was
Actually,
improv.
we have two. We have two My Name Not Toms. We have one that I think we deleted it.
I think we did too.
And then so the one that was on YouTube is the second one we did.
Yeah, but like the laughing at the beginning, that was like when we started recording it.
Yeah.
Because it was hilarious doing what we were doing because we were just being idiots. And then after we finished it, we were like, let's just make a music video for it.
I'll give you a time scale for this entire thing.
We did it in like, 4 hours?
We got the idea at about, let's say 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
12, 1 o'clock. We recorded it in maybe an hour. Or less than that.
Yeah.
Maybe. And then we're just sitting around and we're just, let's make a music video.
Yeah.
And
it was hot out that day.
Yeah.
But like, it's a stupid song. It really is
very
a stupid song. But the thing that surprises me is that it was improv.
Yeah.
When we were going through it, I had no clue what I was about to say next. And I made up the whole Mr. Phalange part and like everything.
And
like
I love my part where I was supposed to say B.
And he said V.
I said V, and I was like, oh, whatever. Let me just laugh for a little while and then get back into it.
I think timing out the music video was hard.
Yeah.
To the audio. But
I see the funniest part was in the sliding door on the deck.
Yeah.
I think you were just like,
yeah. Bye. But yeah, it was My Name's Not Tom. I don't know how it got big or why it got big in our school.
I think it was your sister, to be honest. Wasn't it? In middle school?
Well, we told a couple people about it.
Yeah. Close friends.
Some close friends, and then they showed it to their friends, of course. But somehow some middle schoolers found out about it, and then it just kind of spread like a wildfire throughout the school. Everyone
it got played in choir, I think.
It did.
Yeah.
It did get played in choir. Hate that class now. So, but yeah, like, I don't know how it got big. If we ever play a concert, we'll probably play it.
Yeah.
So yeah. Some other, okay, so talking about new music, probably about how many months ago did we start writing this song?
This song?
The song that we want to talk about.
A year.
Was it a year ago already?
We took a large break.
Yeah, we did. So I'm not gonna reveal the name of the song because I think it's dope.
Yeah.
And I'd rather have people see it when it actually comes out. So I told Josh last night, I was like, I want to make 1 or 2 songs, like record 1 or 2 songs before we go our separate ways for college. So he was like, okay, let's definitely do this one song that we have the lyrics pulled up for right now. And then I don't know what other song we're going to do next.
Yeah.
Do you want to actually go through some of the songs that we aren't going to do?
Yeah, sure. Which one do we start with? It's 8 Degrees. I still like that one.
I do too.
We should do that one too.
I agree. Let's do that one.
Little one?
Yeah, let's do a little one.
So this was a full couple hours at your house.
This was a full couple hours of writing,
and it was kind of deep.
It's actually a really, really good song.
Yeah.
It's just
okay. It's about your time in
Haiti.
Haiti, yeah.
So the beat to this song would take forever to make, and we don't really have the resources to make really, really good songs. Which maybe someday, if we both get a lot of money,
come back together
and record a whole album.
Yeah.
Because we have the stuff, we have the ideas to do it. We really do.
We have maybe 6 or 7, 8 songs
that are
lyrically are done.
So, this song is just, it's called Little Ones. And I went to Haiti on a missions trip. And I told Josh, I was like, oh shit, I kind of want to write a song about it. So, we were kind of actually going for like a Pet Cheetah vibe, if you know what I mean. Not trying to copy it or anything, but just kind of like that weird rap type of stuff.
Yeah.
So Haiti is a very heavy place, kind of driven by the belief of Satan and the belief of him. Like every single year they rededicate their country to Satan.
Really?
Yeah.
Like how?
Just like through parades,
like idols.
Yeah,
things like that. Yeah.
And so yeah, we went down there and kind of helped out at an orphanage, and came back and wrote a very in-depth song about it. Yeah, it was a. I think I actually teared up after I finished writing it.
It wasn't like the rest of our songs.
No, definitely not.
It's usually we're like laughing or doing something, but this is serious.
Yeah.
We'll say maybe the verses.
So there was actually a huge tsunami that happened a couple years before I went down there. So we wrote Rumble Rumble, it's all in disaster. We can all tell that the beast is moving faster, consuming and taking all their lives, but we all know they're fighting inside. So like, of course, so I'm a Christian. Of course, that's why I went on a mission trip. Duh. So, and of course they rededicate their country to Satan every single year. So the beast is in reference to Satan. And the Rumble Rumble is from the tsunami.
And the earthquake. There was an earthquake.
Yeah, earthquake. And when I went down there and hanging out with all of them, they're super nice people. They really are. Because some of them are Christians. Because we went down there and they had already established like a missionary type of thing. And some of them are Christians. And super nice people. And of course, we live in a country that's
mostly
really good. Like there's no
there's no state religion too, and that helps like I guess the freedom of it.
Yeah.
And most people in America are Christians.
So, but yeah, that's part of it. I don't know if I want to share anymore, just because then it kind of kills the idea of recording it and everything. If we ever do get around to recording it, so I don't know if I want to share these lyrics.
Just say like what's like.
Okay, so this is gonna be a song that we're gonna put out hopefully relatively soon, hopefully within the next month or two. What?
We could do it this weekend.
We probably could actually, but I am busy tomorrow all day.
Oh. Yeah.
Maybe Monday we could do it. We probably could do it Monday. Be on the lookout on our YouTube page for a new song. This one's probably gonna take a lot of editing.
Yeah,
we're gonna need your drumming skills for this one.
I've been practicing my beat skills.
Okay, good. This song, not gonna say anything that gives away lyrics or title or anything. It's gonna be weird. It's gonna be groovy. It's gonna be something you're gonna.
It's gonna have a good bass line.
It's gonna have a really good bass. We're gonna need to bring in Eric.
Yeah.
Like
our good friend Eric.
Could play for any band he would want to.
He has his own YouTube. I'm pretty sure. Eric.
What's his YouTube page?
It's Eric Estrada Music.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Eric Estrada Music. Go look it up.
Yeah.
So there's going to be a lot of electronics in this song. Not a whole lot of acoustics.
Maybe guitar.
Maybe a little bit of guitar.
Just to get that rhythm.
We still have to fully finish writing it out. But this song is about just really full sending everything.
And it's a feeling. It's like
it's a feeling.
It's not really. It's just something.
We create our own emotion.
Yes.
We full sended it
into space.
Like, okay. Joshua was like, okay, write down whatever comes to your mind. So somehow I was just looking around the room and I got the idea, and he was like, I love it. He loved the title of the song, so then we just started working on lyrics for it.
The title is quite weird in how it's grammatically formatted.
Yes. So I actually kind of want to talk about what we're gonna do for like album names and stuff.
Euphoria for a second there.
Yeah, we thought about Euphoria for an album title. Ego and Heart was another one.
Mm-hmm.
Over in a Moment was another one. Like over, comma, in a moment.
Yeah.
But that's probably gonna be a song. Because I didn't want an album with the name of a song in it. So, because like 21 Pilots,
it kind of takes away like the special
Mm-hmm.
part about the name of the album.
Yeah, because like Trench, there's no song called Trench in there.
No song called Blurry Face.
No song called Blurry Face. No song called Glory Sound Prep.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, this song that we're gonna try and work on, it's hopefully gonna be cool, and hopefully you guys are pleased with it. It's not like anything we've done.
No, it'll be highly
chaotic,
and also more studio, hopefully quality.
Yeah. Test out our mic interface. Maybe do some voice effects.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we have to do a voice effect for one part.
Yeah. A little important.
But yeah, we're gonna just try and fill up the atmosphere of the song, and it's gonna be interesting. I think it'll be.
It'll be good.
It'll be good.
It'll be good.
It'll be a different vibe too. They'll be like, oh yeah, this is new 220 Mile 229 song. Let's expect some acoustic guitar, and yeah. Nope.
Completely different.
Literally completely different.
180.
We can look at a couple other songs too. I actually kind of want to talk about Trickery.
Okay.
That's right. Oh, down. There she is. Over to the left. There you go. Trickery. This was one of actually our first songs we wrote.
This was probably actually right after
My Name's Not Tom.
My Name's Not Tom. It's probably a week or two after. Oh, it's special to
guys, relationships are hard.
Yeah.
It's true. They are hard. They're really hard. Not gonna bring up any names. And Josh can actually probably relate to this song a little bit now too.
Yeah.
But yeah, this song about heartbreak. I actually really like this song. The lyrics for it are good, I think.
And I think, so we wrote this, and I think we came back to it a couple months later.
Yeah. And
you wrote this bridge that was kind of mean.
Oh, it really was mean.
Yeah.
I deleted it though.
Yeah, we deleted it, but it was frank. It was very not subtle at all.
It was very bitter.
Yeah, bitter.
But yeah, it was actually a really, really good song.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to record it someday.
I think we're gonna re-record In My Mind if we have time.
Yeah, I would do that.
Yeah.
I gotta remember the chords for it and everything.
I think I've written down somewhere.
Probably. We can go to a different song.
8 Degrees.
Yeah, sure. There's not a whole lot behind that song, but it was quite interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, I think it's loaded.
Oh, there we go.
Gosh darn raspberry pie. Cherry pie.
Cherry pie. Yeah.
Cherry pie. So 8 degrees. So I was actually in my dad's car, and somehow I was like, oh yeah, it's like 8 degrees colder and it'd be freezing outside. I think that was literally the story. And so yeah, I was like, oh, that'd be kind of cool. That would be kind of a cool song title called 8 Degrees. And we don't have very many lyrics for it, but
maybe a couple lines, but.
And I was like, you know, maybe our world would be different if we were like 8 degrees. Like if we made a choice that was 8 degrees different. I don't know. That doesn't really make sense, but like it does to me.
Or even in this, yeah,
Like, oh, maybe if I would have stepped 8 degrees to the left, my life would have been different.
like the butterfly effect.
Yes,
Like
yes.
if you change one little thing
Yeah,
in life, it'll
so,
change
like-
completely.
So, one of the lyrics, so, it's 8 degrees from a whole different world, from a whole different me. It's time you and I start to leave. That was one of the lyrics for it. So, I actually kind of like this song.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting. But, yeah, I think overall we've had a lot of good ideas for songs. Finishing them and being motivated to do them is hard.
Especially in the last semester of.
We've just gotten so busy.
Yeah.
Coming up for college and everything it's busy. It's busy. But yeah, so we have a lot of good ideas.
Mhm.
Just trying to finish them and bring them out. I know we'll have some time in the summer to do stuff too.
Yeah.
I'll only be really gone for 2-3 weeks.
No, I should be gone.
So,
Too much.
but yeah, so we have music out soon. We're gonna have to hammer it out.
We're pretty hard on it.
Work pretty hard on it. But yeah, I think overall, I'd probably like to get 1 or 2, 3 songs out before Josh and I head our separate ways
For a while.
But yeah,
Do you want to end it out on a movie trailer?
let's end it out on a movie trailer. Tenet.
Tenet by Christopher Nolan.
Christopher Nolan. Absolute genius, man.
And what do you think the movie's going to be about? It's a really
I
it's a
honestly
really
have no clue.
confusing
Okay,
trailer.
go watch the trailer for Tenet. It's gonna be an absolutely amazing movie. Every single movie Christopher Nolan does is amazing. So in the trailer he says like time's not what you think it is, and like time's running out and stuff, and like the world like moves backwards at some points.
But he's still in
Yeah.
real time.
Like
And I don't think it's time travel. I don't think
it's not time travel. I don't think it's time travel.
It's the fact that like it's ahead for him but behind for the world or something like that.
Yeah, but like, and they're trying to say like World War III is gonna happen, and so he's like, oh, nuclear holocaust, and then the girl's like, no, it's bigger than that. So like they're using time as a weapon.
It could. I don't know like how that would be worse than a nuclear attack.
No clue. But John David Washington's in it from Black Klansman, and it's Denzel's son. Actually,
Really?
I actually didn't know that. My dad told me that. But yeah, I'm excited for that movie.
I'm excited for the soundtrack.
Yeah.
Because even in the trailer, it's a great soundtrack
Oh yeah, just
by Hans Zimmer. Go check him out. All his movies.
Interstellar
Maybe.
soundtrack's so good. So, yeah. I just, I think this was good time. We're actually about at an hour.
Yeah.
That's actually probably about what I wanted to get to.
And it's kind of weird how we got to an hour and like 1 minute here.
Yeah, just weird time.
Yeah.
So I think we'll probably end it there.
We might do it again.
May do it again.
Do it again.
If we get some more, maybe some more laughs from you guys.
Yeah.
That wasn't a laugh. Wait, what the heck?
Where is the laugh? You have a keyboard right here, and we're trying to find a laugh sound.
What the heck?
But I think it was on like the submarine sound.
I think I left it on laugh. Okay, I don't really care.
Yeah.
Leave a like if you guys like the podcast.
Or comment if you wanted to ask a question about
Ask a question. We'd be more than happy to answer. I want to shout out our true fans. You guys know who you are. I'm not going to say your name.
No names, but you know who you are.
You know who you are. But yeah, thanks for listening. We'll have new music out soon. And Malty 29.
Yeah. See you later.
See you later.
That's a rat.